friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, and I got company coming tomorrow. So I want to serve them something with their tea. I'm going old school. I'm making tomato soup cake. Oh yeah, this is an old recipe, and this is my take on it. Okay, here's what we got going on. We have eggs, cinnamon, allspice. You do your spice of choice. I'm just doing with what I got handy. Allspice and cinnamon. 1.5 cups of sugar, 2.5 cups of flour, 1 large can of tomato soup. The soup I used in this was a large can of ready to serve. If you're using a can of condensed tomato soup, just add 1/2 can of milk and mix it in. We have 1 stick of butter. I think that's everything, and vanilla. So first things first. Okay, now if you got company coming, and you know, you want to give them something, but you don't, it's this time of year we don't do a lot of baking. So this came up because Briar bought some tomato soup and didn't eat it, so we're gonna make something out of it, aren't we? This is very old school. Okay, first, as always, we cream our butter and our sugar. Now this is a 9x13 cake, but I made this and Briar and Howie just loved it. And I still have another can of tomato soup, so I'm doing it again. Because Briar said that rocked. Alright, so we cream our butter and our sugar together. Now, I'm using 4 eggs. Only because we want this as light as possible. This just happens to be really large. Because we're doing it in a 9x13 cake pan. Now, if you have nuts or raisins, you can put them in. I have raisins. Howie doesn't like raisins, and we don't have any nuts, so we're just making it plain. Get these all whipped together in here. A little squirt of vanilla. Yeah, I got some nutmeg too, well, just a pinch. And a pinch of ginger. So we got almost pumpkin pie spice, eh? I'm going to sift my dry ingredients. I'm sorry folks, I'm working in really close quarters here. So here we have approximately 2.5 cups of flour. I'm going to say 2.5 cups of flour. And 1.5 teaspoons baking powder. And when I say a pinch of nutmeg, folks, I mean literally just a pinch. I'm not fond of nutmeg. And too much nutmeg is not good for you, period, full stop. We got a little shake of allspice in there, just a little bit. Pinch of ginger. You do you, folks. Whoa, dropping stuff all over the place. You do you, folks. You season it however you like. But we're going to put a nice big heaping spoon of cinnamon in there. Okay? And then we're just going to sift this all together. And our oven is set to 350 degrees. We're going to alternate flour with the tomato soup. And that's our oven saying it's ready to rock. And I tell you, Briar thought I was nuts until he tasted it. Now, feel free to use brown sugar, raisins, nuts, the spices of your choice. This is just what we got going on. Look at how lovely and fluffy that is. Let's have a taste. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, Clark. All right. Alrighty. Ooh. I think I should have used a bigger piece of parchment. I always err on the side of too small because, well, you don't want to waste things by using too much when you don't need it. But this seems to be just the right amount. Gracie, you want to lick the bowl? You think you want to lick the bowl? And there we go. And we just do this a couple of times. Knock any air bubbles out. And this is going into a 350 degree oven for 45 minutes to an hour, or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean, or till you can touch it and it springs back to the touch. Okay, our timer has gone off. Oh, and Briar has been drowning in his saliva. Look at that beautiful tomato soup cake. Now we're going to let that cool down a little bit, and then we're going to give a piece to Papa to thumbs it up, because we know we will, because I made this last week. Alrighty. Father says he's ready for his piece of cake, and he wants it buttered. Now, I gotta tell you folks, this cake is pretty crumbly until the next day. It's always better the next day. But look, ooh, beautiful spongy tomato soup cake. Let's get a butter knife, put a little butter on it, just like that. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Okay, tomato soup cake.
Again?
Yes.
That's different.
Well, A, it's a video, B, Gracie. And B, I actually made a recipe without just throwing it together and winging it.
What do you think? She licks her chops. Very good. Is there zucchini in it?
No. Next time.
Oh, next time. Awesome.
Thanks, baby. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying, don't underestimate the power of a can of tomato soup when you got company coming and you need a cake. Take care, God bless.